Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So basically, there's a lot of things that have been kind of happening. Even though we only got like one photo of the brand new character from Life is Strange, there's still some speculations that I've been hearing, and there were some rumors that were previously mentioned. I haven't covered them in a video, but I didn't really touch on the topic that much because I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up. So I think it's an important topic to talk about just because of the fact that people are bringing it up to me, and I kind of want to give my input on that so I can make sure that you guys don't get overhyped for when the game releases. So I'm just gonna straight out and say it. Basically, there was a rumor before when basically it was the whole Life is Strange True Colors leak where the person, I forgot who the person was, but they said that the Life is Strange game would be called True Colors and that there would be another spin-off game, a sequel technically, to the first Life is Strange game, and they don't know if the game is still being currently developed or it's been cancelled or if it was like an idea project that got scrapped. But I wanted to talk about that with you guys just because that sounded a little bit off and a little bit weird, and so I'm going to mention that first off, and then I'll get to the image of the what we've been shown before and tell you why it isn't Max basically. But with the rumor of Max and Chloe returning, I do kind of see it happening. It's kind of weird though because I don't see it happening with this game like the rumors said. I do see it happening in another future Life is Strange game. It really depends because before, I think it was Donut, they mentioned that they can't, the whole point of them making new Life is Strange games is to make new stories and make brand new cast of characters for people to enjoy, which I think is great as well. But something that I've noticed is that they made the Life is Strange comics, and I believe it has Rachel, Amber, and Chloe, and Max, and they're canon, I guess, in a way. It's kind of weird though because with that whole comic books, from what I've seen, basically the timeline got fucked up, and basically both of them are alive, and it's just weird. It's kind of weird how they like. You have to actually read the comics in order to understand, but that's basically the whole plot point of what the comics are doing. So yeah, I definitely do find that a little bit weird just because of the fact that they're continuing their story in a comic book form, and I'm not really sure why. I'm guessing that maybe someone else had like the IP of Life is Strange and just decided to use Max and Chloe just because that's what makes Life is Strange. That's what I'm assuming. I'm guessing that's out of Donut's. I'm guessing that was out of Donut's control. So maybe that's possibly something why that happened. But considering they're able to do that, maybe they can adapt something from the comics and make something similar, where maybe they're all chronologically alive, as weird as it sounds, and maybe there's like multiple timelines, multiple multiverses, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. That's kind of like the first thing I wanted to mention. That's why I found a little bit weird, just because of the fact that I do think it's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, and if it does, then probably won't be for like a while or not at all. So that's just my opinion about that. The second thing I want to mention that you guys keep telling me, and I didn't know really what to say just because of the fact that it's kind of hard to explain, but basically people have been speculating that the new character in the Life is Strange teaser is actually Max Caulfield. So if we can I actually have a better image of not her face, but I have a better picture up close to like her head. So something that I want to mention was that obviously this looks like Max Caulfield's hairstyle. It's definitely short hair, so that's something that I've noticed, and obviously that's why people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's Max Caulfield. Obviously with Life is Strange, it obviously looks like her just because of the haircut. Some differences that people have noticed is that she looks a little bit older and like, I guess taller, is that the word? So that's kind of like why people assume that this is her in the future, because Life is Strange 3 takes place in like some year, like definitely possibly after the events of the second game, so maybe 2020, 2021, maybe, I don't want to say about that time. It's kind of weird because they like skip to like 2030 and like some ending, and it's kind of weird. But yeah, people have been speculating that this is Max, and I want to confirm with you guys that this is not Max, and I'll give you my reasons why. First off, with the whole image about it being Max, this looks like, if I'm looking correctly, this person has black hair, and Max Caulfield has brown hair, or dark brown, I guess. So obviously it's not really her, and obviously I can tell why people can say it looks like her, but I can definitely tell that this doesn't look like Max, even though the haircut is really like on point. They probably should have done like a ponytail or something so it can like not confuse people, but I don't know. I bet you as soon as we see the face, it'll be like, oh yeah, that's not Max. I bet you that's what they're doing. Also, I think they purposely did the small hairstyle so they won't have to do that much special effects towards the hairstyle itself since we're playing as the main character. That's something I'm assuming, at least. I'm just guessing. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. Another thing I want to mention was that I don't know. The Life is Strange Twitter, I'll say that. The Life is Strange Twitter keeps advertising this being as like new cast, new story, new powers. And if this was Max Caulfield, why would she get new powers? That's something that doesn't really make sense to me, just because of the fact that if you originally had certain powers, why would you just get new powers and like, I guess in the way we replace them with time traveling? You could technically say that Max Caulfield fucked up the timeline and basically like maybe went to an alternate universe to where it's gone to the point where she's like a whole entire new person, and maybe it could be possible that we could see familiar faces in this new timeline when really the characters aren't the characters. Obviously, I don't think that's the case. I think Deck 9 Games or Don't Know, whoever's making the Life is Strange game, they don't want to really complicate this game that much, so I think that's why they're not doing anything crazy. They're just literally just sticking with a new cast, new story, new powers, etc, etc. People have speculated as well that this could be a sibling of Max, but from my knowledge, I don't think Max Caulfield has any siblings, at least from my understanding. So that's honestly pretty much it for this video. There's not a whole lot to talk about, like I said, but I know people wanted me to cover this, and so I figured why not. Might as well talk about this little detail and just let you know. Like, I just want to hear you guys' opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video for Life is Strange. Something else I noticed is that the main character has a patch or a flag on the shoulder of the jacket. I'm not sure if you guys recognize the flag or the symbol. If you guys do know what it is, be sure to let me know down in the comment section down below. It's very hard to tell. It might not be a flag of a country or something. It might be something entirely different. I've been looking all over on Google. I might have an idea of what the flag could be, but it doesn't exactly match up with like the one on the main character's shoulders. So that's kind of like why it's a little bit iffy on like why I don't want to mention the flag, because I'm like worried I'm gonna get it wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. I want to say a big thank you to the amount of people who have been supporting the Life is Strange 3 videos. I'm definitely really trying to, like, I guess, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is. That's how much I care. No, but seriously, I really do love the franchise a lot. I will admit, I keep saying this like a million times, but I'm not a big fan of the second game, but I really do love the franchise a lot. They're still great games, and I honestly can't wait for the third installment to be shown next week. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later for another video. Goodbye.